Third down and 5. Levitt swings it to Scadaboo. Scadaboo breaks defenders. Here he goes again. Another Scadaboo is the running back, and he is immediately met. The backfield runs through the contact and then throws a shoulder for good measure.
On this team this year. That is true. High in the air. Right center field. Brandon Compton. Welcome to 2025. Not today. This one the other way. Still going back. Not the track. What's up and down. Edwards pulls off and buries it. Richardson drives out for Robbie Ryan. Hurt 3 right on the money.
Takes his shot for Darby. Flag out. Doesn't matter. Touchdown.
What is the Haps, my Pitchfork Lunch peeps? Yes, welcome into Monday's edition of the wonderful show. I am Michael Carrera at Diablo00 on X, artist formerly known as the Twitter, as you guys all know. Yes, I know, you know. Yeah, you can check out the show live there every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. Also, you can check out my good old IG. Yeah, you can check out the good old IG at michael.caratonuto.5. Yeah, you see my name. I know I remind you all the time. And especially to guys, go to YouTube as, guess what? Yes, you can go to YouTube and watch live, which I want you to do, but subscribe, guys. Go to YouTube and subscribe as as again, you have missed, if you have missed anything, which you have missed, a plethora of phenomenal comm reviews, coaches, players, voices, insiders, alum, a phenomenal athletic director who, again, we will catch up with. Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. You can binge watch season 1 and then binge watch season 2. Keep watching season 3 here, guys, because again, want you on board. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, keep watching season 3. And yeah, but you'll be all caught up. And yes, the con reviews, more will make sense. So yes, just go to YouTube though. You see my name, Michael Caratonuto. It's but the page is at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005 at MVC005 on YouTube. And guys, subscribe. Whoa. There we go. Sorry. Chair got a little chair's getting a little crazy. There we go. All right. But yes, so go to YouTube and do it. Again, you have missed so much. Again, we talked but today we are going to sit and we are going to get to women's basketball opens their season, right? I mean, yes, we'll start with the weekend. Phenomenal for football in Iowa State, man. Forks up to Jeff Sims breaking the single game quarterback rushing record. Absolutely awesome. Mark Malone was on that list a few times too, so that's crazy. But nonetheless, Jeff Sims did that. They get the victory at Iowa State. Absolutely crushed it. And the defense, Jordan Crook had a phenomenal interception. Absolutely money. 2 sacks in the game, an interception. And the defense did their they did the job as they get the 24-19 victory over Iowa State. And on the road, absolutely huge. Cincinnati got crushed by Utah. Houston lost to West Virginia. I said, guys, chaos. I said, let the chaos begin on Friday. And I said, it could happen. And that's why, again, you go and you play these games, and Jeff Sims with a full week of, snaps and practice. Again, the rushing through a touchdown pass to Shimon Matei too, moved the ball around. So, looking good. Volleyball, Friday night at Iowa State, guys. I was just, on pins and needles going back and forth, man. But forks up to the Devils. Man, they battled, and Iowa State beats ASU in 5. And the third set, it could, that's the one that, again, you always want to get back. Because, look, the Devils took the first set on the road. You love seeing it, 25-17 for Coach Van Niel and his Sun Devils. And then it was, they took the first set 25-17, but then they dropped the second set 25-17 to Iowa State. But then the third set, guys, 29-27. Just, man. I mean, you look at it, it was 23-22 ASU. Then it's tied at 23. Then it's 24-23 ASU. Tied at 24. Then it's 25-24 Iowa State. ASU gets a kill from who else? Noemi Glover, tying it up at 25. Then Iowa State gets a kill, has set pointing it up 26-25. But then Glover delivers again. Sydney Henry feeds her, and we're all knotted up at 26. Then Tatum Parrott drops an ace to make it 27-26. Set point. But then Amiri Hendricks Walker gets a kill for Iowa State. It was challenged, ties it at 27. Then they get the block on the Maya Duckworth blocked Noemi Glover, and it lands in, and the Devils trail 28-27, and then it ends on what? A service ace from Reagan Hanfeld to Iowa State. They take the third 29-27, and you're thinking, oh, man. You're thinking, oh, man, the Devils, are they going to be able to take the fourth, force a fifth, being down 2-1? Bam, 25-22, they take the fourth. And then they go to the fifth, and they just spotted Iowa State a few points. They're making a charge, but a few side outs in their pocket. And Iowa State takes it 15-12 in Ames. I mean, Glover had 18 kills. Bailey Miller, another 14 kills. Colby Neal, 7 kills. Tatum Parrott had 6. So did Ella Lamagora. And Kyla Presley's been getting quite a few, too. Mentioned her had 5 kills. So the Devils they now are 18-3 on the season. I know. I'm like sounding like, they're floating around 500 or pushing for, standings. Yes, they're 18-3 overall. 9-1 now in conference play. 9-0 at home. Still have not lost on DFA because you fans are coming out. Forks up, you're rocking it. The 942 crew, the different teams. We trying to hear from Willie Bloomquist today too, because Friday they had some of the, their on Halloween they had their Halloween game, but I don't know if we'll get to that today because again, we have some awesome guests coming up. So yeah, I mean that's. But yeah, 18-3 overall, 9-1 in conference, 9-0 at home, 7-2 away now. And this Wednesday, though, Texas Tech. Well, who else better to one of the better schools to host for country night, as the Red Raiders will be here Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Desert Financial Arena. Guys, get back out there, get loud. You know they're going to be chomping on the bit to get back on the court. As like I said, I mean they've when we look at the Big 12 volleyball standings, the Devils, well, Colorado has one more game in hand. They're 10-1, so they are up top. But the Devils do have the tiebreaker with them because they beat Colorado, as we know, in 4. So they end up tied. Devils win the conference again. None of this split. Oh well, they're the same record. No. That's why it goes to tiebreakers. But we'll see what happens. Colorado sent and won. The Devils are 9-1. And Iowa State now 8-3. So I mean, help them out. Obviously, huge win for the Cyclones. But they're 8-3 in conference play, 18-4 overall. Those are 18-3. Colorado's 20-3 overall. And then, like I said, Iowa State third, Kansas, and then Baylor, BYU, TCU, that school down south, K-State, Cincinnati, UCF, Utah, West Virginia, Texas Tech. Again, struggling, but after, you're not overlooking anybody. Coach talks about it all the time. 2-8 in conference, 10-12 overall, though. So, and then Houston is 1-10 in the conference record, 8-14 overall. I mean, you got 14 of these, 16 teams? Uh, 15 teams, pardon me, as over 500 or over. Just Houston and Texas Tech are under 500, but I mean Utah's at 11-11. So yeah. But yeah, the Devils trying to get back in that win column, and see what they can do. But Wednesday night they'll be here. But yeah, just such a crazy, awesome match. And again, if you watched it on Friday, as I was, again, just pins and needles. I mean, they made the place, and you look at I mean, Iowa State had 69 kills. The ASU's 56. The Devils had 27 attack errors, but Iowa State had 32. Devils hit 179. Iowa State hit 204. Devils did have 7 aces, though. And Iowa State had 4, 70 digs for ASU, 15 blocks for the Devils. Iowa State had 9. So, I mean, it's just, again, right there, when you look at it. And Yeah, Faith Frame, 20 digs for her in the match. Bailey Miller had 10. Again, she also had 2 blocks. Did Bailey Miller. Naomi Glover had 7 blocks, 6 digs, along with the 18 kills. Colby Neal had 9 blocks. Man, but nonetheless, actually, that was the wrong column. But yeah, nonetheless, like I said, 15 blocks for the team, and it just, man. But 7 aces. Sprint Koval had 2, Sydney Henry had 1, Ella Lewis had 1, and Tatum Parrott dropped 3. It's right there. But hey, that's just how it goes. But women's hoops again does start tonight, as you guys know. Molly Miller, the Molly Miller era getting set. And the energy has been there, been out there. And we are going to sit down when we get back. We are going to sit down with some international flavor, some Italian flavor. I know you Pitchfork Lunchers are surprised with Martina Fantini, the 6'3" freshman. We are going to sit down with her, and we're also going to sit down with Heloisa Carrera from Sao Paulo, Brazil. A little Italian-Brazilian rivalry there, as you guys see. So we'll step aside, have that coming up here on Pitchfork Lunch. Well, look at this. We are back here on Pitchfork Lunch, and it is the international flavor of the women's basketball team. We have, I know, don't even start. I don't even want to see your comments. Yes, it's a Homer show for ASU, but we have an Italian international. Hey, Coach Miller recruited her. She's just on the show. And Brazil. And yes, it is about basketball because basketball's international flavor and everything. But we're going to get to the World Cup in soccer coming up because I know everybody, in these countries has an opinion. So we'll get to that in a little bit. But no, it's Heloisa, right?
Yes, Heloisa.
Yes. See, I can do it. And
Martina.
Yes, and she's from Florence, Italy, so north of where Naples, because you've all gotten a history lesson on Naples on Pitchfork Lunch. They know, especially about food and stuff like that. But okay, so Coach Miller comes in. And obviously you were at Ole Miss, but still being like an international player, what made when you first met Coach Miller and she actually sat to take a breath to talk to you, what made ASU just Well, look at this. We are back here on Pitchfork Lunch, and it is the international flavor of the women's basketball team. We have, I know, don't even start. I don't even want to see your comments. Yes, it's a Homer show for ASU, but we have an Italian international. Hey, Coach Miller recruited her. She's just on the show. And Brazil. And yes, it is about basketball because basketball's international flavor and everything. But we're going to get to the World Cup in soccer coming up because I know everybody, they now are has an opinion. So we'll get to that in a little bit. But well, look at this. We are back here on Pitchfork Lunch, and it is the international flavor of the women's basketball team. We have, I know, don't even start. I don't even want to see your comments. Yes, it's a Homer show for ASU, but we have an Italian international. Hey, Coach Miller recruited her. She's just on the show. And Brazil. And yes, it is about basketball because basketball's international flavor and everything. But we're going to get to the World Cup in soccer coming up because I know everybody, in these countries has an opinion. So we'll get to that in a little bit. But no, it's Heloisa, right?
Yes, Heloisa.
Yes. See, I can do it. And
Martina.
Yes, and she's from Florence, Italy, so north of where Naples, because you've all gotten a history lesson on Naples on Pitchfork Lunch. They know, especially about food and stuff like that. But okay, so Coach Miller comes in, and I've seen coaches go a million miles an hour, but her hair was on fire too with recruiting and everything and transfer portal. And obviously you were at Ole Miss, but still being like an international player, what made when you first met Coach Miller and she actually like sat to take a breath to talk to you, what made ASU like just a great fit, seemingly a great fit for you guys?
I really like the culture that Coach Miller wanted to bring here. She's an awesome person, an awesome coach, and everything she do at 100%. So I really like this idea of constantly challenging ourselves, pushing ourselves beyond our limits, and this is a very important thing in her culture. So I really liked her energy, the energy of the coaching staff, and she made us walk into the gym every day with a smile on our face, ready to push hard, and I think that's the most awesome thing.
Yeah, and always, I mean, for energy, like I kid with coaches, like I get it. Like people say, oh, as a young coach, I have like, yeah, you have to have energy, but I mean, when I first talked to Coach Miller, I was like, I thought I talked fast and went like, but I mean, what was your interactions like, and just what sold it for you?
I mean, like she said, the culture, what she's trying to bring here to change the women's basketball, it's really important, and it's something that we want to be part of. The way that she really talked to us is not like one person, it's the whole team. Everyone is really important to change what we're trying to do to really go to the highest level that we can. So what is she doing is really important, not only for the college, but for us too.
And she said, I mean, you know, obviously as a coach and even as, you know, players and athletes, I mean, yeah, you want kind of yes people around you, but you want somebody that's going to challenge you. And I mean, she's said since she's brought the assistant coaches in that she has 6 other head coaches that just happen to assist her. When she's recruiting and looking at that and you see who her assistants are, I mean, some coaches might be threatened by that just because it's like, oh, you know, wait, they were head coaches. I need somebody, you know, below. Like seeing the staff she put together, when you saw her doing that, what did that mean to you guys?
I think that she really trusts every member of our coaching staff, and that reflects on us because as players, we really trust our coaching staff, and everyone has something to say, and we listen to all of them. And that obviously starts from Coach Molly because she gives them this trust.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they work really good together. I think it's really good. They're all connected. So if one says something, everyone's gonna agree. Or like if they don't agree with each other, they're gonna talk about it. And they're only trying to get us better, the team better. So I mean, it's great.
Your teammates agree with you. They might not see it, but they agree with you. When you look at it, okay, to say because obviously, you know, winning obviously breeds, you know, success and, you know, people, yes, you want to build the right culture, but when people see win. So for you being in the portal transferring to see what she did last year at Grand Canyon, I mean, to win 30 games in a row. I mean, at any level, I told people, I don't care if you're 8, 9 years old, you win 30 in a row, but especially at this level, like when you saw something like that, it's just kind of like we could do that too.
Yes.
That's kind of mind blowing, isn't it?
There's actually, it's kind of fun fact. When I went to the first round of March Madness, I saw her playing. It was at the same place at Baylor, and she really like impressed me when I watched the game. And like they almost won against Baylor, so like it was something that I was like, okay, that's surprising. And then going to the portal and her trying to recruit me, it was really like, okay, that might work, and now it's working.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, going to, you know, everybody's like, oh, little Grand Canyon. I'm like, not just because they won 30 in a row. And like, again, I got to know Coach Miller more here, but knowing her there, talking to her a little bit at Grand Canyon, I'm like, yeah, it's not just a little Grand Canyon coming in, Baylor fans. I'm like, so you can keep chirping, but it might not turn out good for you. All right. So let's get to the fun part. She told me the other night she cooked for everybody. She cooked the lasagna. I mean, and I saw on your questionnaire, that's why I loved it, because you said you wanted to go to Italy. I'm like, look at that. Well, anywhere in Europe, but you did single out Italy.
No,
so
but I really do wanted to go to Italy because of the food. I really want to try.
I can ask you.
Yes. I told her.
Look at that. We got connections here, right? Look, you invited her to say, I'll carry the luggage. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
You go down to Naples and see my family too.
Oh, that would be amazing.
There you go.
But yeah.
Was it good? What were your thoughts of her? Awesome. I'm not trying to
No, I
say.
didn't try the lasagna, but I tried the tiramisu. It was really good.
And look, my dad used to let me do this because I'm a pig. I know it shows. But when he would he did bread, but he was a baker, he made bread, but he would do desserts on the holidays. And before we even ate dinner, I had like 2 of them like just down because I was going to eat the dinner anyway, but dessert first. I mean, being Italian, there's nothing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Napolitan dessert. Oh my god.
He made the tiramisu, and him and my grandma actually one year made a like a marble cheesecake.
Yeah.
With it was like blueberry and I wasn't sure it was blueberry something else. Like if my sisters like had to push me away, I would have finished it by myself. But anyway, neither here nor there. We want to get to know them. Not you guys. I know you don't care about my eating habits, although you always ask about the Italian food. So coming to obviously transfer portal, a lot of players coming in, but both of you having played on international teams, getting used to new players. I mean, chemistry. People say, oh well, whatever. They just put them on a team. It's not that tough. They obviously haven't played. I just kind of laugh at that, but. Coming in here now and obviously getting to, I mean, you got here and it was like, boom, let's just start practice and boom, here are your new teammates. But for all of you, just kind of getting to know everybody and building the chemistry up and finally, well, we'll get this here in a second, but just getting to know each other in practices and even outside, how has it helped on the court and what's it been like on the court? It hasn't been too much bumping into each other, right?
You want to go first?
I mean, no, I think we work really great together. Especially me and her. We after practice we always get a workout in. So I think there's a lot of good things between us, especially like we play at the same position. It's not like, oh, we're fighting. No, we're doing it together because we want to do good for the team. So and also like our IQ for like international is really different from only the Americans.
That's what I was gonna say because I know Olympics, like men's or women's side, every 4 years we're here in the Olympics that like the whistles don't blow and like American play. Not that they're complaining, they're just not used to it. It's not dirty, but it's a more physical game. How much of an advantage do you feel like gives you guys, and how much of it on the other side is it a little bit of a disadvantage? Because if you do something, you're like, that's not a foul, and somebody's going to blow a weak, in your eyes, a weak whistle here, which most times I agree with you.
I think it's a different physicality. For example. Here the pace, the contacts, everything is more intense. So you have to get your conditioning to a better level, get stronger to that, and all of that allows you to play this level. That is something in Europe you don't see. And on the other hand, maybe refs in Europe call less fouls. The screens are more like moving screens, so that's something you had to adjust. But I would say that the pace here and the intensity of the game is higher in the US for sure.
That is true.
Yeah, because the funny thing about that, like if I would have heard one more broadcaster last Olympics complain, and again I've called games and I get it, but if they're not calling it a foul, like if you're not calling moving screen a foul, fine. Then no. But a lot of them, and I know as bigs again, you're screening, you're like maybe I get away with it. Somebody's screening you, and you're like, come on,
yeah,
ref,
like
they're
let
moving.
us play.
Like how hard is it not? Because again, it's hard not to obviously then pick up a foul. Because if somebody's a moving screen on me, again, I know there's a few times when growing up, like somebody's moving screen, I just went, and I get the call. I'm like, that's fine, I'll take it because at least I know you can blow the whistle. Because how is that not a moving screen? Like again, but I know you can't let the refs control it. It's ticky-tack, go from there. So. All right, so what's it like been? I know you're talking a little bit, but for the pitchfork countries out there, what's it like been adjusting so far?
I think this is a very fun place to live and to play basketball. The people here in the team, the coaching staff, everyone is so nice and so available to every kind of help and request, even like personal needs, being away from home, sometimes it's hard. And I think that as I said before, working here every day with a smile is something that made the most of it. We work very hard, but we are enjoying working hard. And yes, I'm adjusting, I think, really good, especially not for the food, not for the food, but I'm.
See, she's on the right show. We know it all comes back to food.
I'm trying to find my spots where to eat, so I'm adjusting.
But obviously, like you went through it too. But I mean, how like having a teammate like going through it? How much does that like? Do you like helping out, like seeing like little things here and there? Because again, coming on volleyball, like I said, volleyball and water polo. When I talk to international play, like like they're like, oh, it's here, it's great. But then, like you said, like the food and adjusting to some stuff, it's tough. So, like, what was it like for you?
No, I agree on the food. It's tough, but I really think that people make the place really good. So like she said, like coming here, working really hard, but like having a smiling or our faces is like is different because it's not a lot of places that you can do that. Some places you go like, I'm sorry, but like it sucks to go and like work out. And
Right. You're just kind of down. Yeah.
So like the people here, they're great, and like they're make this place feel like home.
I was gonna say it's like coach is like almost like a video game person. She like throws if you have no energy, like she's throwing energy your way. You're gonna have it. When you so when you look at obviously everything going on like on campus too. I mean, when you're getting recruited, yes, for your sport, basketball, it's huge. But like to see the success, obviously volleyball's having. I mean, they have big matches, and they've only lost one game in the Big 12 since they've been in it, which is crazy. But then like what football did last year, and even like soccer. I mean, have you guys had a chance to like go out to other games? And even before you did, could you just feel like there's, I don't know, the electricity on campus from like multiple sports, just having that success?
Yes. I mean, we want to do that too. So seeing them doing that, volleyball especially, like they're winning a lot. So it really like motivate us a lot more because like women's volleyball, women's basketball, that's something that like we want to bring as women's like to the highest level. We really want to win and like show everyone that like we're capable of doing it.
Well, and soccer has a match against that high school down south. That's what we call it. That's what I call that team, that rivalry team down south. I just call them a high school. I don't want you to. They didn't do it, guys. It was me. But okay, so when you look at being here at like Arizona State and interacting obviously with obviously other players, but like students and stuff like that on campus, what's been, I guess, the one thing that's maybe kind of surprised you so far, and what's one thing that it was just kind of easily like, oh, like it just flows?
I got surprised from like how ASU is a community. Like I have this feeling that everyone supports each other, especially to the volleyball game. You can see a lot of other sports players going there, and we hope that other sports players, men and women, will come to watch us.
I remember one time I saw a post, water polo. They went to the volleyball game and like they were like only with like their swimsuit. I thought that was so funny, but like it was so nice to see.
Now, if you were a volleyball player, on the other team, would that distract? I mean,
oh yeah.
Okay, what if you were a volleyball player even on ASU? Like, would you turn around and be like, what the hell? Like,
yes.
I mean, that's school spirit. That's taking one. That's definitely taking one for the team and going all in there.
And it was freezing inside because I was AC, and they were only with their bathing suit. Yeah. 1 hour and a half cheering for volleyball team. It was nice. Yeah.
They definitely have big time personality. All right, so I know you had said that you want, like, I saw as like if you could talk to a coach, it would be Phil Jackson. So I mean, did you grow up a Lakers fan?
Yes, because of my dad. So he is a huge Lakers fan. So I grew up watching it and like seeing like the experience and like IQ and everything. Like the people that he coached to, it was like it's someone that like I wanted to talk to. Like, okay, there's like a different level of basketball to like grow up my game.
So Kobe's your guy?
Shaq.
Oh, Shaq?
Yes.
I grew up watching mostly Italian or European sport, even because NBA games are 3 a.m. in Italy.
Exactly.
It's something sometimes you can't handle. I really like Virtus Segafredo, like the Bologna basketball team. And I really like this player that is basically a point guard, but he's really hard on defense. It's called Alessandro Paiola. And I don't know if you know him.
I do, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I think he's very great defensive player on ball. Like, it's not my role, it's not what I do, but I really enjoy him playing. Yeah.
You can appreciate what he does.
Yeah.
All right. So lastly, next year, obviously, World Cup's going to be like here the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. So, I mean, Italy, Brazil going to meet in the finals. Rematch in '94 when it was here in the States.
94?
94, way back when.
Whoa. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, Brazil is not really good right now.
Oh,
yes,
guys,
really
that's just being hard on her national team. But okay.
Yes, gotta be honest.
We are doing really good. The senior team won the bronze European Championship, and we under 20 we won the bronze this summer. So and the men team under 20 won the gold medal. So we're doing really good actually.
Well, she said it right there. All right, we're going to get out of here. We have a lot more coming up. But yes, women's hoops, get out here tonight because they're going to be battling, and you should be out here, especially you 942 crew. But thank you, ladies, so much. And I look forward to watching the season develop, and we'll look forward to like media lasagna too.
Yes, of course. That would be so nice.
That is awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hey.
Do you get a couple more questions?
Oh yeah.
Solid. And I am back. Yes, you did see the change. We did sit down with them. I did sit down. Again, forks up to Ms. Fantini and Ms. Carrera for sitting down doing that. The international flavor that you guys obviously see. Again, a little bit of but yes, Martina Fantini, again, a 6'3" freshman center from Florence, Italy. Again, played on the U20 Italian national team. So she got here August 15th, by the way. But yeah, sat down with them. Again, absolutely phenomenal. And Heloisa Carrera from, again, Sao Paulo, Brazil, played at IMG Academy in Florida and went to Ole Miss. Transferred in here from Ole Miss. So, yeah, it's just again, and yeah, get to know him a little bit. Obviously, didn't go too crazy X and O's, but the culture, the Coach Miller, again, I talked about the energy, guys. They play Coppin State tonight. So yes, you're definitely going to want to get out there for that. As the game is at, let me get it right. 6:30, not 6, not 7, 6:30, Coppin State, DFA, rocking tonight for women's hoops, tomorrow night for men's hoops, Wednesday night for awesome volleyball. I mean, guys, it's a party, man. It's a pitchfork lunch fiesta. It's a pitchfork lunch dream, as you guys can obviously tell. But yeah, it's a pitchfork lunch dream, as you can tell. That much going on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But yes, it's guys, I mean, you can't get out there enough. But yeah, I mean, look, this roster for Molly Miller, guys, as again, a little bit of turnover. Jaya Levette, obviously back from last season. It's good to see her. But yeah, I mean, you look at it, Gabby Elliott transferred as a guard, transferred from Penn State. And then, yes, last tier Poa, the guard who, came in here from LSU, has played in a national title game. So, yeah, this is a fifth-year player that obviously, again, just a few seasons ago, was in a national title game, getting that experience. And, I mean, you've heard Coach Miller talk about her when asked, like, very, very pumped. So, yes, transferred here from LSU. But, Amaya Williams, a freshman who they got from Mission Viejo, California, went to Mater Dei. And then, like I said, Jaya Levette, the junior from San Gabriel, California, who was at San Jose State but transferred here before last season. So she was here with Coach Natasha Adair. And then, like the foreseen Martina Fantini, again, for 6'3" freshman. And, yeah, just, again, great to catch up with her. I can't wait for the cooking. And if you guys are going to give me all the crap you want, you're not invited, though. No, I'm just playing. And then Acacia Hayes, a 5'7" senior guard who transferred from Western Kentucky. Marley Washine. So you talk about a guard with a motor. Believe me, they all do. And I'm not being basketball cliche. I'm not just saying it to say it, but they all do. And Marley transferred from Pitt. Michaela Moore, 6' senior. She transferred from Seattle U. Like I said, last tier, Poa transferred from LSU. And then And then the also aforementioned, they're teammates, they're gelling, they're building chemistry. They're pretty civil about the, Italy, Brazil thing. And like I said, for Heloisa Carrera, she again definitely said that she wanted to go to Italy. Said anywhere in Europe, but definitely wants to go to Italy. So, and you heard Martina saying she could host her. So I just, I offer to tag along, carry some bags, eat some good food, all that good stuff. But yeah, she, transferred from Ole Miss, like I said. McKenna Brackens, a 6'1" forward, who, we actually got to talk to. She, Coach Miller obviously, had seen her play at UNLV. So knew what she was getting there, the 6'1" junior forward. But yeah, transfer from UNLV. And then a redshirt freshman, Tamaya Grice, center, 6'5", is back. And then Jordan Jones, the senior guard, 6-foot senior guard, transferred here from Denver. And then Deborah Davenport, who is number 24, the 6'2" guard forward, from Cincinnati, but she transferred from Northwest Florida State College. So, look, Coach had to put a roster together. There was quite a few that there was some that obviously graduated last year and then moved on, and then others, obviously, Coach comes in and, hey, portal, day and age, you're playing for a coach and you're hitting the portal. So, it's again a mix of a lineup, and they're playing, Coppin State, but Molly Miller getting it. And look, last year is last year, but Grand Canyon, won 30, had a 30-game win streak going, guys. And yes, Coach Miller's team did that. It is last year; it was a different team, but definitely, you need to get out there tonight. The energy that you will see. So, by the way, hockey, I know I'm a slacker. I haven't talked hockey in a minute, but they return home this weekend for the first time in a month. So that in and of itself is phenomenal. Getting Coach Powers and the boys back here on the ice, as they are now 3-5. They're 1-1 in conference play, and they're 2-2 at home, 1-3 away. So yeah, just to refresh, Penn State, they opened up, they lost both. Again, phenomenal series. Then they in the icebreaker tournament, they beat Notre Dame 5-3. Then they beat Alaska Fairbanks 5-2 to take that. Then they went and took on Augustana, who they fell to 4-2 on October 17th on the Friday. And then Saturday they fell 5-2. Both games had empty net goals from Augustana. And then they were at Miami, and they won Friday. On Halloween, they treated themselves to a victory, and they dominated 4-1. And then Miami came back on their home ice Saturday night and beat the Devils 5-2. But obviously starting NCHC play. But Colorado College, who they had some battles with last year, guys. Well, Toller City, obviously, as you know, they will be here Friday and Saturday, 7 p.m. Friday and 5 p.m. as always on Saturday. So yeah, that is huge. And look, this team, like I said, it's they got off to a little bumpy start last season. Again, different team, but again, a 3-5, not the best, and where Coach Powers obviously wants to be, but it's all right. Your schedule wise, you lose two tough ones to Penn State. You had a lead in the second one, and you battled back in the first one and tied it up, and then Penn State just did Penn State things. But you beat Notre Dame, beautiful. You beat Alaska Fairbanks, beautiful. And then, losing both to Augustana, that was tough. But then you're, like I said, at Miami of Ohio, and now they are taking on Colorado College. So to get back to the home ice, because then they hit the road again the weekend after. They're at North Dakota, and then they're home for Denver and Ohio State back-to-back weekends. So that in and of itself will be nice. But again, some games to get to before that. But yeah, for Coach Powers and this team, and I mean, you look at it. Let's see. Well, Cruz Lucis, who Coach talked about preseason, played on the show here, The Sound, he's leading the team, guys, with 7 goals. I'm in a slacker mentioning that. I know I mentioned it last weekend or last Friday or last Friday. That he had found, once he found the net, he was getting again pretty. So yeah, 7 goals for Cruz. He's having a heck of a season. Bennett Shimmick has 3, as does Benjamin Caven. Samuel Alfano has 2, as does Sean McGurn and Logan Morrell. And then a gaggle of players with 1, Kyle Smolin, Colin Potter, Carmelo Crandall, Ty Nash, Noah Powell, Jack Beck, Anthony Dow. Oh, no, Jack Beck, yes. They all have 1 goal. So Anthony Dowd does have 4 assists, though, the defenseman. So he's feeding his teammates. He's second on the team in assists, tied for second. Bennett Shimmick has 7. Again, we've seen what he's done on the ice, handling the puck and looking very solid. Again, the team's getting to their own faster, but we know, again, Coach Powers, and we'll have them absolutely rocking. So, but Bennett Shimmick has 7 assists, and Anthony Dowd, like I said, he's tied for second with a few guys. He's got 4, as does Kyle Smolin, Colin Potter, Sean McGurn. The 3 assist crew is Cruz Lucius, Joel Kelberg, Sam Court, Justin Kipke, and Johnny Waldron. And then Samuel Alfano and Logan Morrell each have 2. And then Richard Barn, Carmelo Crandall, Ty Nash, and Samuel Urban all have 1 assist. So, but yeah, I mean, you look at Bennett Shimmick, 3 goals, 7 assists. Cruz Lucius, 7 goals, 3 assists. So, yeah, these guys, look, they're going to get the puck to each other. It is a big team. It is a talented team. So, yeah, looking forward to turn around. But Friday, Saturday, they'll be here. So, guys, no reason. Let's get down to Mullet Arena. And, let's rock Mullet Arena. But first, tonight, let's rock DFA for Coach Miller as she gets her era underway here as they take on Coppin State. So I'm sure excited, nervous, all that good stuff, and can't wait to see what the team does, but especially, a little pitchfork lunch mojo with Heloisa Carrera and Martina Fantini. See what they do, since, they did jump on the show. But yeah, volleyball will be here Wednesday for Texas Tech. Coach Dillingham, we'll hear from him tomorrow, but giving them the football team has a week off. I mean, they'll still be lifting and stuff and going to class, but like practice wise, like, hey, they have the week off, man. He feels the team needs it. They did it last year before the Holiday Bowl, and just, injuries, everything, guys have been playing. So we'll hear from Coach Dillingham tomorrow. But yeah, we got a women's hoops tonight, checking out what Coach Miller and the team look like, but very excited. Again, the guys, the one word, and I know you say it all the time with Charlie Turner Thorne, the one word is defense. We will see a high tempo defense. So, and then Coach Hurley, will hear from him tomorrow too, because tomorrow night, yeah, they by the way had exhibitions. They were closed, but against UC Irvine and Texas A&M. So again, very challenging. Coach likes what's going on there, but we'll hear from Coach Hurley. Got that for you. And then let's see. But so tomorrow they have Southern Utah. Their season opener will be on ESPN Plus, 6:20 a.m. radio wise. But that's at 7 p.m. at DFA tonight, 6:30. For Coach Miller and the ladies. And that is also going to be on ESPN Plus. So, but hey, that's going to do it. Again, so forks up to Martina Fantini and Heloisa Carrera for jumping in. Absolutely loved it, man. Forks up to you. Look for an exciting, fun season. Women's hoops, again, 6:30 tonight. So don't be bashful, guys. Get on out there. Again, volleyball drops their first Big 12 match. Iowa State, again, in 5. And you can't wait to see Coach Van Niel again and just, the third set, 29-27, because they've won quite a few of those this year. A lot of bonus volleyball sets the Devils have won. So, again, forks up to them. Forks up. Jeff Sims, by the way, Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week. And I want to get this right. I'm pretty sure he was the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Oh, he was the AP Player of the Week. Jeff Sims won the AP National Player of the Week. So, yeah, Big 12, I misread. See, I'm glad I double-checked that before we get out of here. So, forks up to you, Jeff Sims. Again, he broke Arizona State's quarterback rushing record. He had 228 yards that he just rolled over, had the 88-yard touchdown run, which was phenomenal. But, yeah, and they're, obviously rolling forward with Sims, and we'll see what he can do. But a week off, again, from practice, but Coach said that, they'll still be lifting. They're not just going to, sit around and do nothing. Not that these guys would, but so Jeff Sims, man, forks up to you. Absolutely well-deserved, crushed it. And get that victory on the road, get that, again, passing touchdown, rushing touchdown. Defense did the job, and the Devils get the awesome victory on the road, which they needed to go to 6-3. Now 4-2 in conference play, 4-1 at home, 2-2 away. So, yeah, they won at Baylor. They lost at Mississippi State, won at Baylor, lost at Utah, and then won at Iowa State. So 2-2. And then, Houston, though, lost to West Virginia, like I said, who happens to be Rich Rodriguez back at West Virginia. That's ASU's next opponent, but that's on November 15th. And then we have Colorado and Arizona. And after what that school team down south that I just mentioned did to Colorado, wow. But, yeah, coach isn't looking ahead. They're gonna scout. They're going to work their tails off and get to see some break. But, man, forks up to you, Jeff Sims, man. You stuck to it. You stuck here. You said Coach Arroyo, Coach Dillingham, everything felt right. Played it for you guys last week. So that's that. But we're going to get out of here. Everybody have a phenomenal rest of your Monday. I'll see you out at DFA tonight. Hit me up at Diablo00 on X, artistly known as the Twitter, if you're going to be out there, or my IG, Michael.Caratino.5. Also, YouTube, guys, go to YouTube. Again, it's at Evans and Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005, at MVC005 on YouTube, and subscribe away. You can, again, watch live every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1, but subscribe, get caught up, because you have missed a ton. You missed a phenomenal interview today with 2 new women's hoopsters, along with the new women's head coach. But the 2 new women's hoopsters, Martina Fantini and Heloisa Carrera, joining me here on Pitchfork Lunch. So anyway, have a phenomenal rest of your Monday. I will see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. And you guys know it. Thanks to reigning Big 12 champs, women's volleyball, and yes, still crushing it, rocking it, everything. It is #our state, team down south. You know this. And as you guys know, go Devils. But as always, forks up.
I went to Arizona State.
Rod.
I'm a Sun Devil, man.
27-yard line. That's a great call. Blake Baker. Plummer will put it up. Throws over the middle. Poole, touchdown. Quick flag.
Third down and 5. Levis swings it to Scadaboo. Scadaboo breaks defenders. Here he goes again. Another. Scadaboo is the running back, and he is immediately met the backfield, runs through the contact, and then throws a shoulder for good measure.
Chuck this defense here. That is drilled high in the air. Right center field. Brandon Compton. Welcome to 2025. This one the other way. Still going back. That's the drag. Walks up and down.
Edwards pulls off and buries it. Richardson drives out for Robbie Ryan. Her three right on the money.
Takes his shot for Darby. Flag out. Doesn't matter.